Show. Today is Saturday, June 16th, and I am your host, Raphael. Welcome in. You know, tomorrow, did you know this? Tomorrow is Father's Day, and as many of you know, I am a father 5 times over. I own up to it. There's my name, by the way, not my kid's name. And my kids, if my kids are watching, listen, remember, no more ties. I have plenty of those. Even though I cut one up the other day, I still have plenty left. Nose clippers. First of all, do I need them? That's kind of a slap in the face. But you know what? We would love to showcase your Happy Father's Day video shout-outs on tomorrow's show. So we're looking for your 5-second Father's Day greetings. Tweet it or gram it using the hashtag CS Shoutout. There it is. Hashtag CS Shoutout. Now shout-outs for the show. Chuck. My son Casey Privat is home on leave from the Marine Corps. He's playing his first game tonight. You know what? What a great way to start the show. What a great shout out. We wish you all the best of luck, young man, and thank you for your service. Tina, she says, hey, give me a shout out on today's show. This is my comfort cat. She's sleeping but still comforting, which I think is probably a little more comforting when you see a sleeping cat. You're just like when you see a sleeping child, you're a little more relaxed. And Kimberly, shout out to my wonderful husband on his 46th birthday. Happy 4-6 young man. Oh, there he is, playing with his comfort cat of his own. That is a comfort cat. That's not a cat that's just very still. All right, here's how the game works. We deposit real cash into your PayPal account for answering prize questions correctly. Connect your Facebook account to eliminate those wrong answers. We don't like those. You get 5 of those, but you can only use 1 per show. Join on time. How do you do that? You got a busy life, but you do turn on your push notification. That gives you an idea of when we're on next. And of course, update your app. That's very important. And remember, if you have more than 1 extra live, a lot of people have saved up these extra lives with Lucky Spins and stuff. You can only use 1 per show. Save the rest for future games. And speaking of Lucky Spin is coming up on our next show this evening. Stick around for that. But right now, it's trivia time. All right, now, what does an audience usually do at the end of a successful performance? Throw tomatoes, applaud, or shake heads? I think successful is a subjective term here. I've had many a live performance where the audience was left, for lack of a better term, dumbfounded. But I guess it was still successful as far as I'm concerned. But your answer is coming up. We're getting them all locked in. Hopefully, when you perform live, if you ever do, you get this. Applause. Applaud is your answer. That's right. Now, well, most of the audiences I associate with, scream, shout, and yell, bravo! But they're not talking about my performance. They're actually wanting to watch Bravo. Yeah, so I think, no, that is not even a dad joke. How would you even qualify that as a dad joke? That was just a great observation. I thought that was a really well-crafted joke, not a dad joke. No, moving on. No. Question number 2. What is linguistics? The study of language, a type of pasta, or a series of line graphs? Linguistics can be broken down into other specific branches of study, including sociolinguistics, historical comparative linguistics, and more. I like the more part of it all. But your answer is coming up. Here we go. The study of language. Did you know this? So linguistics is the study of language and its structure, including syntax, morphology, semantics, and phonetics. That was fun to say. Moving on to question number 3 here on the Cash Show. Which of these people is known as the science guy and had their own PBS show about it? Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Michael Stevens? The person we're looking for is much more than a science guy. He's also an educator, television host, writer, former mechanical engineer, and of course, his name is Mr. Bill Nye. Bill Nye was the host of the wildly popular educational show called, strangely enough, Bill Nye, the science guy. He hosted that show for 5 seasons. It was a big hit, and I learned a lot. Didn't retain it, but I learned it back then. Question number 4 here on the Cash Show goes like this. What does a kumquat visually resemble? Small cantaloupe, small watermelon, or small orange? Now let's be careful with what we call small nowadays. Even the self-assured, very confident kumquat may feel taken aback by the moniker of small, but it has to be called something, and your answer is small orange. From the Cantonese for golden tangerine, it is also one of the few English words with a Chinese origin, along with, surprisingly, ketchup, coming either from the word for tomato sauce or pickled fish brine. And I'm happy we ended up with the first one. I think that was actually, do you mind if I grab it? No? Okay. I thought we were going to do a comfort cat thing, but everyone's here. Number 5, what type of soda is not produced by the Coca-Cola Company? Mountain Dew, Sprite, or Fanta?
Power.
Coca-Cola combines the flavors of 2 exotic tropical plants, the Africa caffeine-containing cola plant and the South American narcotic plant coca, and makes a product which tastes, well, kind of like sugar. But your answer is Mountain Dew. Now, if you want to know how to make Mountain Dew glow in the dark, put a little bit of baking soda in the bottle, add 3 caps of peroxide, shake well, don't drink, but just watch and be amazed. Now, be amazed because we are at our prize questions. Now, remember, for in-app support or questions, be sure to use the in-app Contact Us. This sends an email with all the requisite troubleshooting info. For fun and fun stuff, you can add me at @CashShow_Raphael. And remember, you could all tweet us directly on the internet by using the handle @CashShow_Trivia. That's how you get a hold of us. Question number 6, first of our prize questions. This is worth $150, and we still have a lot of people in the game, a little bit less than 15,000 still in the game. How many white stripes are on the American flag? 6, 13, or 50? Horizontal stripes was a bit risky if you ask me. It isn't very flattering to America's fabulous figure. I think vertical stripes would be much more slimming, but it might hypnotize people when blowing in the wind, so better safe than sorry. Your answer is 6. Now here's a fun fact. In the opening of the first season of Gilligan's Island, the flag on the boat is at half-mast. The last day of filming the pilot episode was the same day President Kennedy was assassinated. A little behind-the-scenes trivia for you. I got word from our director, Dave, that we lost a lot of people on that one. How did we lose a lot of people on that one? I guess it was a little confusing. That's okay. We're still with you. We're still on your side, and so is Comfort Cat. Comforted? Good. Number 7, according to the 12 Days of Christmas song, what did my true love gift to me on the 10th day? 10 maids a-milking, 10 drummers drumming, or 10 lords a-leaping? Wow, whichever of these gifts it was, I hope that my true love included a gift receipt, because that's kind of not my cup of tea. But your answer is 10 lords a-leaping. You remember the song? It's a great song. Now, 10 lords a-leaping. Me, I prefer Amazon gift cards. But kids, remember, hint, 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 Father's Day is tomorrow. Gift cards come in handy. You know what else comes in handy is concentrating, hydrating, and knowing that we are at question number 8, and it's worth $150. Who voices the popular cartoon character Samurai Jack? Is it Jay Farrow, Stephen Blum, or Phil Lamar? It's a hard part to voice. I mean, how does a time-traveling samurai with a distinctly non-Japanese name actually sound? I don't know, but you know who pulls it off very well? Your answer, Phil Lamar. Now, while Lamar does mainly voiceovers now, you might recognize him as a standout performer on the hit TV show Mad TV. Remember that show? Kind of rivaled SNL there for a little while. Question number 9. How many people we still have left? Wow, just over 2,100. What is Spanish Ladies, a.k.a. Farewell and Adieu? Is it an American cocktail, a British naval song, or an Appalachian folk song? Steve O says, Raph, do the boy band thing again. Does that mean I have to start my own boy band again? That's a very arduous process, although I'm not adverse to it. I may have to look into that. Brian McNeil, hey, Raph, do you remember me? No. not by name. I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but I don't. Your answer for this question is a British naval song, and I believe we have a clip of it. Can we play that clip?
Farewell, adieu, dear Spanish lady. Farewell, adieu, dear ladies of Spain.
You know what? I'm ready to have some kumquats or oranges and stave off scurvy after that song. Very cool. The song has been featured prominently in American films like Jaws, but its roots are most likely from the Napoleonic Wars when the British were helping Spain run supplies to fight the French. Ergo the title. All right, moving on to question number 10. Wow, this is getting very exciting. I cannot wait to see how many people survive all the way to question 12. Question 10. Around how many watts are in 1 metric horsepower? 140, 735, or 2,110? Now this question goes out to all of you people who studied metric horsepower. Yes, you know who you are. Stand up, come on, make yourself seen and heard. You never thought that that knowledge would be useful, but you know what? You're wrong, because you're using it right here on the Cash Show. The answer is 735. So horsepower is not based on the strength of an actual horse, but is defined as the amount of power needed to lift 75 kilograms 1 meter in the air in 1 second. And now you know science. Question number 11. Where were troll dolls first created? Denmark, USA, or Ukraine? Troll dolls set an unattainable standard for female beauty and, for most of us, hairstyle. They have their own movie, and they sit atop pencils. Hashtag unattainable goals. The answer is Denmark. Created by a Danish woodcutter and baker named Thomas Dam. Now, what do you think Thomas Dam was thinking? Hey, what do I do now? I conquered the world of woodcutting and baking. Might as well invent a kid's toy. Why not? It worked out for him and everyone who collects those things. Now, remember, we're live again this evening. And, of course, we have our lucky spin coming up at the end of our next show this evening. It is now time for our final round. And here it is, question number 12. What letter is symbolized in Morse code by 4 dots? U, H, or P? You remember when you mused about learning Morse code so you can cheat in class with your friends and tap them the answers during tests? You did that, right? I never did that, but I'm sure you tried it. We all did, right? No? The answer is H. That is the answer. If you got that right, you just won this round of the Cash Show. Now, I was going to say, congratulations to all our winners in Morse code, but we would have been here all night. So, alas, here is our prize distribution chart. Take a look at this on the screen. This is very, very cool. Breaks everything down. While you're looking at that, for the 5 p.m. show on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast show tomorrow, we'll do our AMA, which is the Ask Me Anything. It'll be after the show. I love it. And we're also taking your video questions via social media. So hashtag CS, shout out your pithy questions to me. Make sure they're pithy, though. What you're looking at right now is our winners list. And look at that. We have 830 winners. And they're all taking home $2.87. Congratulations to all of you. One of these days, I'm going to get some binoculars or some of those opera glasses so I can actually see. It's a little small font, but I want to give a shout out individually. But congratulations to all of you. If you want to win the Cash Show, arrive on time. That's real cash deposited into your PayPal account. Connect your Facebook account to eliminate wrong answers. Turn on your push notifications. Update your app. And remember, Lucky Spin coming up after our next show this evening. Come back for that. In the meantime, be safe. Bye, guys.